25 food that can kill your dog. The next time you want to share food or give leftovers to your four-legged friend, think twice. Dogs have a very different metabolisms from us. Certain foods that are healthy for us can kill your dog in less than a day. Number 1. Bacon. We all know that they're just as fond of bacon as we are, but for them, it could be extremely harmful. The main health risk associated with bacon, which is high in fat and salt, is dog pancreatitis. It is caused by the inflammation of the pancreas, which is very painful and requires serious veterinary treatment. The symptoms include vomiting and diarrhea, so keep any bacon grease, ham, and other fat-trimmed meat away from your furry friends. Number 2. Avocados. Avocados contain a fungicidal toxin called persin. It could cause fluid to accumulate in the dog's lungs and chest, making it difficult for them to breathe. Besides to not giving them avocados, be careful not to leave avocado pits on the floor. They might chew on them, and that can prove toxic for them. Number 3. Garlic. Garlic is toxic for dogs because of a compound called thiosulfate. They cannot digest this compound, and it builds up in their bloodstream, causing their blood cells to rupture. As garlic is a vegetable we largely use in our meals, remember not to share your steak dipped in garlic sauce with your dog. Number 4. Macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts, besides being extremely fatty, are really good for us humans. But dogs have different metabolisms from us. It will irritate their stomachs, causing nausea, diarrhea, severe weakness, and even temporary paralysis. So keep macadamia nuts away from their curious sniffing little boops. Number 5. Chocolate. They love it as much as we do, but chocolate can be deadly for dogs. It contains certain chemicals that they simply cannot digest. So giving your dogs chocolate can result in diarrhea, vomiting, dehydration, and even internal bleeding, seizures, or death. Of course, the outcomes will depend on the amount your dog ate and also his size and weight, but just remember, it's absolutely not for them. Number 6. Xylitol. This sugar alcohol is found in fruits and vegetables like raspberries, strawberries, cauliflower, or mushrooms, but also toothpaste and chewing gum. It can prove fatal for dogs as it can cause a sudden drop in blood sugar levels and liver damage. The main side effects are weakness, vomiting, difficulty moving, and seizures. So keep your dogs away from all these things, especially baked goods. Number 7. Yeast. Keep the unbaked bread dough away from your dogs as it can cause alcohol poisoning. The yeast will ferment in their bowels, twisting their intestines, get absorbed in the bloodstream, and produce ethanol. The main side effects are bloating, extreme pain, and discomfort. Number 8. Cooked bones. I know what you're thinking. Bones are good. The fact is, not all bones are bad for your dog, but the cooked ones are more likely to splinter when your dog is chewing on them, so they can injure their mouth at the very least. They could also cause inflammation in the stomach tissue and even the perforation of the intestinal tract, so be careful with bones. Number 9. Raisins and grapes. Even a few of these can send your dog to the emergency room with kidney failure. The main alarming signs are excessive thirst and little to no pee, so keep your dogs away from any raw grapes, raisins, or baked goods that contain them. Number 10. Caffeine. Coffee, tea, even some soft drinks are a no-no for dogs. They contain caffeine, which can speed up your dog's heart rate to extremes and lead to lung failure. The main signs are unusual thirst, restlessness, poor bladder control, vomiting, and diarrhea. In some cases, it proved fatal. Be careful, a few sips of coffee or tea is enough to cause death. Number 11. Rhubarb. This plant, which can be found in ice creams or cocktails, can cause kidney failure in dogs. The main warning signs are extreme drooling, diarrhea, and vomiting, tremors, blood in the urine, or extreme thirst. So no ice creams or cocktails for your furry little friend. Number 12. Leeks and onions. Just like garlic, onions and leeks can also affect your dog's red blood cells, causing severe anemia. It can take several days before the symptoms reveal themselves, and several investigations are needed before your vet discovers the cause. So keep onions and leeks away from your dog. They're not exactly canine treats, but your furry friend might find it fun to play and chew on them. Number 13. Alcohol. Alcohol can be found in many products, from mouthwash to cleaning products and perfumes, so keep them away from your dog's curious sniffing snouts. Even a small amount of alcohol can prove fatal for them. Specialists estimate that 8 millimeters of pure alcohol per kilogram can cause death in 12 to 24 hours. So alcohol is no joke, especially for dogs. Number 14. Salt. Did you know that dogs can die from salt poisoning? According to specialists, 4 grams per kilogram of body weight can be fatal for dogs. The main symptoms are depression, then tremors, followed by diarrhea, vomiting, fever, and even seizures. So next time you open that bag of chips, try to keep your dog away. Number 15. Citrus oil. If your dog likes to lick the orange juice from your fingers, it's okay. However, cold-pressed citrus oil is not okay because it can lead to liver failure. It is usually used for medicinal purposes and in many essential oils, so keep them away from those curious sniffing snouts. Number 16. Dairy. Dogs are usually lactose intolerant. Therefore, milk, cheese, or any other dairy products can cause major stomach issues. They might not be fatal, but they can lead to diarrhea, vomiting, and other gastrointestinal troubles. In some cases, your dog might require hospitalization. Number 17. Cat food. Now, it might seem all the same to us, but cat food and dog food are quite different. Cats are carnivores by nature, but dogs are omnivores. So cat food is more meat-based, high in fat and protein in low amounts. In the long term, it can cause gastrointestinal upset, sickness, and diarrhea for your dog. Number 18. Tobacco. Nicotine poisoning is not that uncommon in dogs. If you're a smoker and keep your cigarettes everywhere, your curious pooch might come and chew on them. It could be a liquid nicotine vial, chewing tobacco, inhalers with nicotine, even nicotine patches or cigars. Warning signs of nicotine poisoning include abnormal heart rate, convulsions, diarrhea, dilated pupils, drooling, incoordination, even paralysis or tremors. If your dog gets the right diagnosis and treatment in the next 3 to 4 hours, since he's ingested tobacco, the chances of recovery are good. If not, tobacco can be lethal for him. Number 19. Nutmeg and cinnamon. Nutmeg contains myristicin, a naturally occurring compound that can cause hallucinations and seizures in dogs. Cinnamon is not good either. It can irritate your dog's mouth and sometimes lead to low blood sugar, which can have serious health effects. Number 20. Peaches. The pits of peaches contain amygdalin, a cyanogenic glucoside. If your pooch chews on several peach pits, he will get in trouble, so make sure you always throw the pits in the trash. Peach flesh is okay. Number 21. Mustard. Mustard is not lethal in small quantities. However, it can cause serious stomach unrest in dogs. The same goes for the mustard seeds, so make sure you don't feed your dog meat with mustard on it. Number 22. Fat trimmings. Don't feed your dog the fat you've trimmed off meat. They might love it, but it's not good for them. Raw fat can cause diarrhea, vomiting, and even pancreatitis for your dog. In some cases, high-fat foods can lead to blood infections for your canine friends. Number 23. Broccoli. This vegetable contains isothiocyanates, which can be harmful to pets in very large doses. Small amounts of broccoli can be okay on occasion, but it's best to avoid them. Broccoli stalks can also cause an obstruction in your dog's throat. Be careful with that. Number 24. Spicy food. Keep your pup away from spicy food. Hot, spicy food can cause vomiting, stomach ulcers, or diarrhea, which can be painful for both your dog and your wallet. Number 25. Tomatoes and raw potatoes. Tomatoes and potatoes fall in the category of safe in some forms, unsafe in others. A ripened red tomato is generally okay. However, the green parts of the tomato plant have solanine, which is toxic to dogs. Green, unripe tomatoes also have solanine. Potatoes are the same deal. If baked or boiled with no additives, they're generally safe in small amounts. But raw potatoes contain solanine, which is toxic to dogs. The bottom line, the best way to avoid any food poisoning is to stick to dog food. Treat them with some human food on very rare occasions. If you now want to learn something extraordinary about our food, click on this video to discover the 6 powers of ginger.